History remembers them not for their nurturing embrace, but for the icy grip of their wickedness. They were mothers, yes, but their maternal instincts were twisted, deformed into something monstrous. These women, driven by avarice, ambition, and a chilling absence of remorse, cast long shadows across history. Their stories are not for the faint of heart. They are tales of betrayal, of unimaginable cruelty, and of the enduring power of a mother's love, or its terrifying absence. The idyllic English countryside, a place where time seems to stand still. Green fields stretch as far as the eye can see, dotted with quaint cottages and the scent of freshly baked bread wafting through the air. But behind this picturesque facade, a darkness lurked, hidden in the shadows of the Victorian era. Mary Ann Cotton, a seemingly ordinary woman with an unassuming facade, was about to unleash a reign of terror that would shock the nation. Her weapon of choice? Poison. A silent, deadly killer that left no trace. Her victims, husbands, lovers, even her own children. No one was safe from her lethal touch. Mary Ann craved security, comfort, and the finer things in life. She desired a life of luxury and ease. Marriage, it seemed, was her path to these desires. Each new husband brought the promise of wealth and stability. Yet death followed her like a faithful hound, always lurking in the background. One by one, her husbands succumbed to mysterious stomach ailments, their lives cut short by her insidious hand. The authorities, blinded by the era's limited forensic capabilities, remained oblivious to the true cause of these deaths. With each death, Mary Ann collected insurance payouts, amassing a small fortune that grew with every passing tragedy. Her own children tragically became obstacles in her relentless pursuit of wealth, innocent lives snuffed out for the sake of her greed. One by one, they too succumbed to the same agonizing fate. The whispers began. Suspicions arose among the community. Finally, a doctor unconvinced by the string of natural deaths alerted the authorities. The web of deceit began to unravel, and Mary Ann Cotton's reign of terror was brought to light. Queen Isabella of France. A name whispered with a mixture of fear and fascination. Her beauty was legendary, her ruthlessness absolute. Married to the inept and allegedly homosexual King Edward II, Isabella found herself trapped in a loveless, powerless union. Her frustrations grew, fueled by her ambition and her lover Roger Mortimer. Together they orchestrated a coup, deposing Edward and imprisoning him. Yet Isabella's thirst for power, for revenge, remained unsated. She ordered the deposed king's brutal murder, a gruesome act that cemented her infamy. Even her own son, Edward III, was not immune to her machinations. Though he eventually seized control, sidelining his mother and executing Mortimer, the shadow of Isabella's tyranny continued to loom large. She had secured her place in history, not as a loving mother and queen, but as a ruthless, power-hungry figure. The Serpent of Rome, Agrippina the Younger, ancient Rome, a world of decadent emperors, political intrigue, and ruthless ambition. It was a time when power was the ultimate currency, and those who wielded it did so with an iron fist. The city was a cauldron of plots and schemes, where the stakes were life and death, and the players were willing to go to any lengths to achieve their goals. At its center, Agrippina the Younger, a woman who embodied the era's intoxicating mix of power and depravity. She was not just a participant in the political games of Rome, she was a master of them. Her life was a testament to the lengths one could go to in the pursuit of power. She was the great niece and wife of Emperor Claudius, but her true desire was to see her own son Nero on the throne. Agrippina's marriage to Claudius was a strategic move, a calculated step in her grand plan to elevate her son to the highest position in the empire. Agrippina was a master manipulator, using her charm, her cunning, and her ruthlessness to eliminate rivals and secure her position. She navigated the treacherous waters of Roman politics with a deft hand, always staying one step ahead of her enemies. Whispers of poisonings and betrayals followed her like a toxic cloud. It was said that she would stop at nothing to achieve her aims, and many believed that she had a hand in the deaths of those who stood in her way. Even Claudius, her own husband, was not safe from her deadly ambition. The emperor, who had once been her ally, became another obstacle in her path. History suggests that Agrippina may have orchestrated his demise, using poison to clear the way for her son. History accuses her of orchestrating his demise, paving the way for Nero's ascension. With Claudius out of the picture, Agrippina's son Nero ascended to the throne, fulfilling her long-held ambition. Nero's reign, however, proved to be a double-edged sword. While Agrippina had succeeded in placing her son on the throne, she soon found that her influence over him was not as absolute as she had hoped. He grew wary of his mother's influence, her constant maneuvering for power. Nero, once a pawn in her game, began to see her as a threat to his own authority. The inevitable clash ended in tragedy. The relationship between mother and son deteriorated, leading to a deadly confrontation. Nero, fearing his own mother, ordered her death. In a chilling act of betrayal, he sent assassins to kill the woman who had done so much to secure his position. Agrippina, the woman who had clawed her way to the pinnacle of Roman society, met her end at the hands of her own son, a chilling testament to the corrosive nature of unchecked ambition. Her life and death serve as a stark reminder of the dangers of power and the lengths to which people will go to obtain and retain it. Agrippina's story is a dark chapter in the history of Rome, a tale of ambition, betrayal, and the ultimate price of power. Echoes of darkness. These words resonate through the corridors of time, whispering tales of fear, power, and the human condition. These women, these mothers, remain etched in history's annals. Their stories a stark reminder of the human capacity for cruelty and depravity. They are not just names on a page, but vivid, haunting figures whose actions have left an indelible mark on the fabric of our past. They were monsters, yes, but they were also products of their time, their actions shaped by the social and political constraints of their eras. The world they inhabited was one of rigid norms and harsh realities, where survival often meant making unthinkable choices. Mary Ann Cotton, driven by poverty and societal limitations, resorted to unspeakable acts to secure her survival. Her story is one of desperation and the lengths to which a person might go when cornered by an unforgiving society. Isabella of France, trapped in a loveless marriage and a patriarchal society, seized power with a vengeance. Her actions were a rebellion against the constraints placed upon her, a desperate bid for control in a world that sought to suppress her. Agrippina, the younger, navigating the treacherous waters of Roman politics, sacrificed everything for her son's destiny. Her story is one of ambition and sacrifice, a testament to the lengths a mother will go to secure a future for her child, even at the cost of her own soul. Their stories, though centuries old, still hold a chilling relevance. They remind us that the past is never truly gone, that its echoes can still be heard in the present, shaping our understanding of power, ambition, and the human heart. They serve as cautionary tales, reminding us of the seductive nature of power, the devastating consequences of unchecked ambition, and the enduring strength of a mother's love, or its terrifying absence. These narratives compel us to reflect on our own time, to question the forces that drive us and the moral boundaries we are willing to cross. The echoes of their darkness linger, a haunting reminder of the monsters that lurk beneath the surface of humanity. They are a testament to the fact that darkness is not confined to the past. It is a part of the human condition, ever present and waiting to resurface. As we delve into these stories, we are forced to confront the shadows within ourselves, to acknowledge the potential for both great good and profound evil that resides in every human heart.